here's Princess Sarissa back. When we last left off, a meteorite crashed near Walse Tower, and the king ran off to go investigate. Hey, that's what I just said. We're gonna do a little bit of castle looting here, and talk with some other soldiers around here. There's some scholars upstairs as well. This guy mentions about a creature called the jackanapes, and that's the reason why I'm not going to raid all the treasure in this area, because if we go down into the one section, there's some good treasure in the area, especially there's one relic called the Elf Cape. It helps you dodge 25% of physical attacks. It'd be really good on the upcoming boss, but you have to go through the this underground tunnel, and in the tunnel there's a really high encounter rate of the jackanapes enemy, and that enemy, there's no way we can defeat it with our character classes now and our levels. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait. We'll come back and get it eventually. They're pretty easy to defeat with ninjas, because ninjas can throw a throwing star at them, and that pretty much takes them out. And ninjas also have a high rate of preemptive attacks, which means we'll get to go before the enemy acts. So a lot of times a ninja will just go first and throw a shuriken and take care of it. So this guy mentions a summon called Shiva. That's another area that we're not going to go into this castle right now, because we don't necessarily have the equipment to deal with the Shiva right now. So, but we can go talk to the despicables in the jail. If we touch that button, it opens the door by the guard. That leads out to the castle moat. And over to the right, that direction over there, that's will take you toward where the jackanapes is. So, now we have these two thieves on the left. We have the option to let them out. This guy, though, if we want to let him out, well, we decide to let him in there because he looks nuts. The lone wolf, though, on the right, that's his name, Lone Wolf. If we offer to let him out, he will actually steal some treasure chests in a cave later on in the game. So we don't really want to let him out. So yeah, he can just sit in jail because he's a bad guy. So now, what I did off screen, like I said, that boss that we're going to have coming up is pretty tough. So what I did off screen was I gained 1 level, and gaining that level, like I said, put me at level 10, which gives me the attack, gives me a boost to my attacks. I also ended up learning another ability, Chakra, which is a healing ability that you can put on your monk characters, and that allows them to heal for a little bit of hit points. It also removes the poison and dark status. So, Garula's never tried to attack anyone before, and he went berserk and stormed the tower. And some unknown knight. Wonder who it could be. Well, this tower is kind of small. There's 5 new enemies in it. You don't have to encounter all of them. Some of them we can encounter in Castle Walse, because, like I said, we got to go back there and get Shiva eventually, the summon. But so some of the enemies here, we'll try to meet as many as we can. So the king tells that the Crystal and Garula are upstairs. So just try to get into an encounter here. I want to try to get as many encounters as we can right now, because in up a few more levels, we'll have a save point. You can use a tent there, so we might as well try to defeat as many as we can right now. That way, any hit points we use in hunting down these enemies, we can recover at that save point by throwing down a tent. So now, for the most part, we've been climbing upstairs, but we'll notice there's like vines on that column over there. In some places here, we're going to have to climb vines to get the treasure chest, and at the end of the dungeon, we're going to have to climb a vine to get up to the correct path. There's a silk robe. We'll use that on a summoner class that we're going to get after we get the water crystal's blessing. So here's the save point. We get a little ether up here. Oh no, Maiden's Kiss. Thought it was an ether. But I'm going to off-screen just trying to hunt these battles. So here we go. We have 2 more of the enemies. The ice soldier down there that Captain Faris just hit right there. Not too much of a problem. As the name implies, they will absorb ice. and are weak to fire. We can get a fire rod against from a drop from one of this guys here, the Richard Mage. So, but take care of those enemies. And now the only other enemy that we haven't encountered here is the a frog enemy, but we can run into them, like I said, in back in Walse Castle. So there's two ways that we could have went about this boss. One's the slower way, one's the faster way, but more dangerous way. I'm going with the faster, more dangerous way. To try to maybe speed things up. So as the one of those soldiers mentioned earlier, Garula, which was that we noticed in the town, he looks like kind of an elephant, a big elephant thing. We can actually meet him as a monster on the outside, but he's really easy on the outside. But he's really buffed up here for the boss battle coming up. So, climb with the left here real quick, get the silver ring. Adds a little bit more defense than the leather shoes. So we'll throw it on RASAR there. And then we're gonna head back down. We're gonna instead take the right vine now, because we got a little preview there. If you come up the center vine, you just end up on a platform that you can't move in. So get this item here, and there's the ether that we're talking about. So we want to heal up right here, because if we go up any further, we're gonna initiate a cutscene, and we're gonna go into the boss battle. So this boss here is really hard. He hits really hard physically. There's a lot of ways to kind of defeat this guy if you're using different classes. For instance, the Knight can use a cover command. The Knight can use a defend command, and the defend command means that any physical attacks that he takes will do 0 damage, and the Knight auto covers enemies in critical health. So you have all your characters in critical health, and the Knight defend, and the Knight will take all the hits for all the other characters, and the other characters can not worry about being damaged. The Black Mage can sit in the back row and take half damage and just pound away with elemental spells. The Blue Mage can use a Frog Song ability to turn this guy into a frog. To take he'll heal himself eventually from the frog, but you'll get some free hits on while he's a frog, and he's weaker. So, oh no, RASAR's down. So now one way that we could do for this guy is, but it's kind of hoping that the counter works, because the monks have a 50% chance to auto counter if they're hit with a physical attack. What we can do is we can defend with our characters. Defending would keep us take half damage from any of Garula's attacks. And then we can just hope that the counter activates, and then we just take him out with counters. But instead I went with, get one more level, gain a little bit of thing, and we can go kind of a glass cannon type attack where we just try to out-offense him. So it worked pretty well. Unfortunately, RASAR took a hit there, but remember, you don't get experience from bosses, so it wouldn't really hurt his level. We would just lose some ability points, but we were able to revive RASAR from his swoon condition with that Phoenix down. And unfortunately, like Lenna just said there, we're too late, and once again, the crystal has shattered. And this guy just gets up and he blocks our exit out of here. But much like in the wind crystal, there'll be a exit in the back there. So, but apparently this knight knows who Galuf is. Well, this knight came from the meteorite, and remember at the beginning of the game we saw Galuf. He was riding in something that looked like the the meteorite. So he came out of the meteorite. So, what's going on with the meteorites in Galuf? Well, like I said, the game will let us know those answers piece by piece. Yep, RASAR, they are. We have to collect all the crystals here, even the ones that we can't use. We can't use the Time Maze job. We used that in our last 4-job Fiesta. Berserker, nope, can't use that one either. Red Mage, there's our job, the Summoner. And the Summoner, what the Summoner does is it calls like summons espers to come out and fight for you. So once you collect the last crystal, the tower starts sinking. But if we look over there, look, there's a crystal there. The game kind of puts you over here, and you can't reach that crystal, unfortunately. Much later, that's like a secret crystal. It's the mime job. It's an optional job, so I'm not ever going to use it for the Fiesta. But basically, you can use it to equip 3 abilities on any character using that job, and it can be any abilities that you've learned from any other jobs. So, and hey, look, it's Sildra! Yay! She's alive! Woohoo! And she's going to do the Joan in the whale belly, and she's gonna swallow us up and carry us to dry land. Oh no, Lenna's floating away. And she's had it rough these past few episodes. She got poisoned in the last one. She got poisoned when we were trying to get the Hyrule. Now she almost got pulled away from in the sea. But Sildra will come and deposit us on dry land. It kind of reminds me of the scene in Final Fantasy IV. We'll eventually get to that game, but I gotta redo the Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. So, and you lose a lot. Uh-oh. But apparently Lenna can sense that something's wrong with Sildra, that she's still hurting, and apparently she's lost the last of her strength. So maybe now she really is gonna die and cross the Rainbow Bridge. Aww. Sildra, thank you. That's when I do all my other playthroughs. I try to name all the characters after other minions, critters who've gone onto the Rainbow Bridge to kind of honor them. But so we're gonna end up back on the ground after this little scene here. And our Wyvern is back on the ground, so we can just hop on him. And let's go check out on the king here. We're also going to stop here and just heal ourselves up at the inn. And while I'm healing myself up at the inn, we'll play a little commercial. So, also, since now the requirements of the 4-job Fiesta say that once you get your new job, you have to have 1 character at least in that new job. So we'll make Lenna our summoner. She has the best magic. So we'll make her our summoner. She'll get used to that silk robe that we just found in the last thing. And summoner has some weaker defense, so we'll give Lenna the silver ring, because they'll give her some better defense, and throw her in the back row. So while we're resting up in the inn, let's look at the Rabbit and Small Animal Rescue commercial. I'm going to change these up a little bit. I was talking with the lady who runs the Rabbit and Small Animal Rescue, and she's going to give me some more photos of some happy tales that they got, so no pun intended. So we'll go over here, visit the king. I'm also going to get a little bit of a clue on what we need to do next. So we'll talk with the guards. A wounded soldier from Karnak and brought him into the barracks. And the Karnak soldier crawled out of the hole in the meteorite to the north. Karnak was mentioned. That's where the fire crystal is. So obviously that's going to be our next crystal that we're going to go see. The barracks is that room to the right where the library was. But before we do that, let's go talk with the king. So apparently he got hurt by the gorilla, and now we're going to go visit him because he's resting in his thing. And then what's the king gonna ask? And this lady also tells us this thing. We can do a little side quest here. Now that we got the Windrake, we can return back to Tycoon Castle, where Princess Lenna is from. The Windrake is needed to fly over the meteorite. If you try to walk over the meteorite, you just get pulled into that scene where RASAR first met Princess Lenna. You get in that little area where the meteorite is. But the Hiryu, the Windrake, he can fly over that little meteorite. So let's go talk with that soldier from Karnak. And we can tell who he is because he has like different color. the wall soldiers here are blue, and this guy, he's like kind of a green. So, he doesn't know where Karnak is, but he kind of repeats that, you know, hey, something's going on with the meteorite, so. Uh-oh, now the crystal's gone, the water's starting to get dirtier. Wow, it's taking effect real quick. Let's see if the scholars have anything new to say. Nope, still talking about Shiva. And we can come back and get her pretty easily after we do Karnak. In Karnak, we'll be able to start buying fire rods. And we can break fire rods to cast Fire 3 spell. Breaking a rod casts the equivalent level 3 element of the name of the rod. So Ice Rod, Ice 3, Fire Rod, Fire 3, Lightning Rod, Lightning 3. We can also, if you want, you can hunt down those Rickard mages and hope to fight them and maybe have them get a drop. So now we have a few more enemies we can fight around here, so I'm going to find them real quick. That's just doing the off-screen here, right before the battle they fight it. This is the Bandersnatch. They're kind of a rarer encounter around here, but they're a very common encounter. There's a small strip of land in front of the Tarna Canal, the first little canal we went in through with the ship. And you can fight groups of them up to 3. And they're really good for ability points, because if you fight 3 of them, you get 3 ability points. If we come up to here where the tower was, and we walk around, we can encounter the Garula, but he's gonna be much easier now. He's not a boss. He basically doesn't even attack you. Remember what the townsfolk said, that Garula is peaceful and doesn't hurt people. So this guy just kind of sits here and doesn't do anything. He also has, no matter what spell you have, he's weak to it. So fire, lightning, ice, earth, wind, and poison. All 6 of those spells, he'll take extra damage from. So, and the good thing with him is he never gives any experience, but he does give battle points. So if you're doing like a no experience, low level run, you can grind up ability points on him and not worry about raising your level, but still getting the good job abilities. And they have this nice little opening right there in front of the Wind Shrine. We can go talk to these scholars who we totally forgot about, and we didn't see what they said. And they'll stay here and pray that the crystal is somehow restored. And the wind's getting weaker and weaker, so they just basically tell what's going on. There's a little bit of a clue there. They say that the machine may have broken the crystal, and Karnak apparently has another one of those machines too, just like Walse did, so we just need to go to Karnak and try to shut down their machine. So it's nice, like I said, they left that little spot of grass in front of the wind shrine there. Here you can only land on the grass, the green tiles, so if you try to land anywhere else, the game won't let you. So we're going to fly back here toward Tassel Tycoon, because that one maid, the attendant to the king, mentioned that. King Walse mentioned it, so we can finally go back to Tycoon Castle. We can get a lot of treasure in here, and we get a little bit more background on Lenna and Captain Faris, actually. Some of the treasure we're going to get is some really good weapons, but we don't have the classes to use them yet. So one of them we will be able to get. We get a good ninja katana, but like I said, we won't unlock the ninja job until after the fire crystal. That's going to be our fire crystal job that we're going to get. So we'll just talk with these folks over here. There's some more over here on this side. This lady's looking like RASAR's mom. And you see up there to the right, you can see a little path there. In order to get to that path, we're going to walk behind this tree here. Because we can walk behind those trees there. So you might see that path there and you're like, how am I going to get there? We'll walk behind the tree near it. And this will take us to a treasure room. We can pick up some more treasure. It's nothing really important. We get just 2 treasure chests, 2 cottages. But like I said, if we're going for 100% treasure completion, this is a treasure that's often missed. So you missed that little thing. So Cottages are like tents, but the thing is, they're better than tents. Tents only refill a certain amount of hit points. Tents will give us a full party heal right now, because our characters are still low level and weak, so tents are fine to use. But when you get toward the end of the game and your characters are really strong, you're going to need cottages to fully restore your characters. And cottages and tents basically function as like an inn. So, but now the Chancellor is pleading for the princess to stay. He's like, look, we need somebody to, you know, run the castle because, you know, your father's gone, obviously. But Princess Lenna's like, no, I know I have a duty to the castle, but I have a bigger duty to the entire world. The world's in danger, and I've been blessed by the crystals to, you know, kind of help save the world. So we're putting the world before our country. So that's nice. But this is where we're going to get a little bit more backstory on Princess Lenna and Captain Faris. So we'll just have a little cutscene here with Princess Lenna. She's hanging out, and she goes out and she finds Faris hanging out here on the porch. So, and this is really important what we're going to hear here. So, sister? What's up with that? You're right, you're my older sister. And Faris is like, nah, you're crazy. I'm a pirate. A pirate is a princess? Nah, that's impossible. I wonder why Lenna would think that a pirate captain would be a princess. That don't make any sense. But we'll learn more about not too long from now. So remember that pendant. Lenna and Faris both have the same pendant, and that's the reason why. Remember that Faris decided to end up helping us at the very beginning and pull us out of the brig that she threw us in when we tried to steal her ship. But now we'll get control of all our party again, so... Hey, everybody's here! That's funny, he's a few men short of full crew. I've heard like similar ones, like short a few cards in a deck, but that's a new one. But I guess it goes with her like piratey, you know, theme. So now it's time to loot the treasure. So loot the treasure and not only get treasure, but get some information. High potion, that'd be nice. The Chancellor's gone outside. He has something for Princess Lenna. And if you saw my last Final Fantasy job, Fiesta, one of the items what the Chancellor really has is really awesome. So really great item. Unfortunately, none of the classes that we have are going to be able to use that item. So yeah, dope. But I'll explain what it is once we get it. So the Chancellor, he's I guess going crazy because I mean he lost the king and he doesn't want to lose the princess either. That would probably go really bad on his record. So going out this way, this takes us to that porch where Faris and Lenna had their conversation at night. And we just go out the other side. And on both sides of the throne room, we have a tower that we can go to. We'll take this one first. This one will lead up to where at the very beginning of the game, to where the King Tycoon got on the Windrake. We'll see the Windrake's pen. So first we're going to get a few items from these pots. Check out all the pots. There we go. Ether Elixir, Phoenix Down, and a Maiden's Kiss. Maiden Kiss, like I said, restores anyone who gets turned into a toad. Remember, if you get kissed by a princess, and you're a toad, you turn into a prince. So here's where the Windrake's tower is. Remember, at the beginning of the game, the Windrake was standing there. The king mounted it, and Princess Lenna came out that door and was like, "Hey, you know, Dad, where are you going?" That set off the plot of the game. So now let's climb up the other tower and check out some stuff there. Just head on out this way, cross the throne room, and climb up the other tower. So a lot of doors and passages in this castle. Get confusing, so take this way. This is Lenna's room right there. It even tells us. So too bad we can't get a free heal there. But, oh well. And this is the king's chamber. No one's permitted to enter. Oh no. Maybe later in the game we can get in there. But not even the princess can go into the king's room. Wonder what he has in there. I don't know. But well, let's go outside and maybe go find the chancellor. So only Princess Lenna would stay. We would, but hey, we gotta save the world. So we have a lot to do. So we still have 2 more crystals yet to find. Let's go exploring here. The chancellor can wait. This way. Wow, we got some more potions and stuff hidden in these things. I've served the castle for quite some time. I looked after both Princess Lenna and Princess Sarissa. No, you didn't. You never looked after me. I wasn't. Who is Sarissa? Is there another Princess Sarissa? What's this? There was a Princess Sarissa was with her father on a sea voyage. I was trying to say sea trip, but I was stuttering there. And apparently she got washed overboard. So now I can understand why the Chancellor's even more worried about losing Princess Lenna. They apparently already lost the Princess Sarissa. But I'm still here. That's another Princess Sarissa. Remember this guard here? He was blocking that tunnel there. Now he stepped off out of the way, and we can head back this way. And this is where the Chancellor is. But we have a little button here. We press the button on the wall, opens up a secret passage. And we kind of got a navigator thing. If you have a thief, you can see the passageway. It lights up, but it's not that hard. And when we get the Assure, that's the those 2 items are for ninjas. And this is the item that the Chancellor, like I said, that I was talking about, that's really powerful, the healing staff. You can equip it on a character that can use a staff, like a white mage. A time mage can use it as well. That's a class that we had in our last 4-job Fiesta. And basically, when you attack with it, instead of dealing damage, it heals. So, like, obviously, you're going to equip it on one of your characters, and rather than attack the enemy, you attack your fellow party members. And when you hit them with the staff, it heals them. And it heals them with a Cure 2, which is really, really powerful at this point in the game. Your white mage won't even have Cure 2 at this point. So yeah, it's basically guaranteed like full heal at this point in the game for our characters. So, really good item, but unfortunately, no one in all things can use it. So, that's the beauty, I guess, of the 4-job Fiesta. It limits what you can do, so you have to come up with new strategies and new ways to play the game and beat it. And that's where the challenge comes from, and that's where the entertainment comes from. So, it's like, how are we gonna get through, some of these tougher battles without, access to certain jobs and certain pieces of equipment like that heal rod that, if you look at the last Final Fantasy 4-job Fiesta that I ran last year for healing whiskers, yeah, that healing rod came into a lot of use and even deep into the game, so. But now it's time for us to continue on with the plot. And remember, the plot is directing us toward that meteor that crashed near the Walse Tower, so that's what we're going to pick up in our next episode. We're going to investigate that meteor and see where it takes us. So, right now, I'll take you, though, to our final commercial break to learn about what RASAR does, transforming the neglected, abused, unwanted, abandoned into the loved, sheltered, happy, and content. So remember, if you want to donate, a link is in the description. Thanks for your support. Bye!